what we do when we're analysing whether PRP is likely to improve things with hair loss is we get our little microscope out and we start looking for hair follicles. If the hair follicle has given up the ghost, there is no follicle there, then there's not much you can do. That's not going to, you're not going to coax it back into life. But what PRP does do is it can make hair follicles that previously sprouted a single hair sprout 2 or 3. So if you've got active follicles in the distribution that you need, then yeah, there's a reasonable chance that PRP will work for you. We've actually had I've got to say, some great results from it.
Amazing.
You know me, I'm a surgeon, and
cut things.
Yeah, and hair transplantation, that's surgery, that's the thing. When I was first introduced to PRP, I thought, well, okay, it might improve things a bit. I mean, we've been blown away by the results, and we've had patients coming back to us just saying, I mean, it's early days, but I can feel it when I wash my hair. It feels different. It feels, and that's before that it's then grown through and they can see it. So it is great. It's not permanent. It does need to be repeated. So it's a treatment that you need to keep up with, I'm afraid. But so much is, I mean, you could say, hey, I shaved in the morning.
Yeah, but even surgery, you have.
Yeah,
I mean, have a breast uplift, but your body, you're going to continue to age.
There's probably not much that's permanent, but there's better than would otherwise have been the case. But most of what we do, I guess, needs some kind of maintenance, whether it's going to the gym, or skincare or surgery.
I always think of it as sort of redressing the balance. If you've got a problem area that seems to be aging faster than another area or something like that, then you redress the balance. So you bring that part back to where it should be, to a level with the other bit.
I totally like that. I like that a lot. So I talk about people's age-defining features sometimes. So sometimes people ask me for a facial assessment and they'll say, oh, can you sort out that wrinkle? And you sort of look at their face overall and say, well, that wrinkle is not what is aging you. Your forehead, in my case, is what's aging me. So the single thing that when you address that next, that will make the biggest impact, and then there'll be a next age-defining thing, and it's the same. I think there's a similar concept for you, for the whole body and for harmony. What is necessary to bring that person into balance.
So there was another part to that question as well.
Okay.
And the other part said, if you've been bald for a long time, would it work? So I think we've touched that really.
Probably not, because if there's genuinely no activity in any follicle, then no, probably not. But
and
again,
it's not worth spending the money. It's not a cheap treatment.
But do come in, because we would assess you and we would advise you as such. We don't want people to have treatments that aren't going to work. Why would we want to do that? Because you'll only be unhappy, and we only like happy people in our clinic. So if it's not going to work, we will tell you.